I'll get rid of that bar in a second. Yeah, being down here at night is not that great. But actually, no. Focus for a second. Get rid of this. I can play with this line up in a hot second. Once the electric fence is on, I'll be protected a little bit. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of the bar that's behind it. And then I'll get rid of that line up and shit. Generally speaking, I'm not too bad at like paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing and stuff. But I'm also seeing a problem over there that I can resolve by just getting rid of it. But I'm also seeing it's nighttime. And while I have part of my electric fence is up and running, I don't have all of my electric fence up and running. And I really should. And once I connect these three, I will. And I'll be able to sit in behind it. And at least then, if I hear the zapping going on, I will know there is a zombie. You know? So once this is gone, thank you. Alright. So let's get this connected. I think I want to be on the other side of that, but I should be okay for a moment. Connect that. Stay out of the wire. Now this one I want to be on that side of it. So let's get rid of this. Because I can power through this in a second. Okay. I'll use my chainsaw for the rest of that. Doing the thing? There we go. Okay. I don't think I can reach that from here. Please tell me I can reach it without getting into spikes. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna deal with that. I might as well. Oh, hold on, I'm in a spike. Okay. Now I should be able to walk through here without dying to my spikes. We close enough? Nearly? Still alone. Welcome in. Holy shit. Thank you for a raid. I may have just butchered your name, but welcome in, raiders. Sorry, I was just trying to like prevent myself from getting electrocuted here. What were you up to? You playing 7 Days to Die or something else tonight? So welcome in, Shadow's Flame. I like the purple emote. That's very cute. I'm just gonna keep chainsawing some stuff here. Oh yes, in 7 days. Oh yeah. You playing the 7 days as kind of is, or with the integration, or what are you sort of doing? I'm currently not playing with the integration because my last game had it on, and I just about couldn't do anything. So I'm in like this place that I'm at is a pre-existing building, and I usually like to build stuff, but hold on a second. My last place, with the integration and a higher difficulty and all that stuff, I ended up building this. And yeah, it was a lot of work, and I started running out of time before the release of the 1.0 and stuff happened, and yeah, it was an intense build. So I just wanted to kick back and just kind of like relax and just enjoy the game and stuff for a little bit. So yeah, I play the Twitch extension. Oh yeah, that last one I had was with the Twitch extension. I couldn't go 5 minutes outside of my base without somebody killing me, or like I had to box myself into a little cube underground while I was mining and stuff, because that was the only way I could get resources and stuff. And my god, was it a fucking difficult run. But yeah, I usually like to build places. Oh, hello. I usually like to build my bases, standalone stuff. Like I've got a I might still have it actually set up. Hold on a second. I have a little slideshow I sometimes have on the start of my there we go. I don't know how well you guys will see that, but I normally have this play on my starting soon screen when I'm playing 7 days and stuff, and it has a lot of like my bases and stuff in it. So I get to show off some of like my previous builds and stuff, because I like building in 7 days. I like building, mining, cooking, farming, stuff like that. Like those kind of like, you know, the mundane things, you know. We got Minecraft Box House. Oh yeah. There's nothing wrong with Minecraft Box House. I literally just got electronics up here, which by the way, I haven't actually sealed those in. So I might actually just do that. I'm also basically almost at the end of my stream, but I'm in no rush, so it's cool. But yeah, generally speaking, like I like building all kinds of designs. Like I've already prepared for, you know, when 2.0 happens in April, I've already designed the base that I'm gonna do next time for that, which I won't get to do oh, what do you call it? I won't get to play the 2.0 until May, because I don't want to try to play the experimental again. It's not that it's like glitchy or anything like that, but I hate kind of like starting, stopping, and then starting again. When like at the moment I'm enjoying the fact that I've kind of like had, you know, a solid run. We're at like day 98, and I'll probably get a couple more 7-day streams in this next month and stuff, because I normally stream it on Mondays and stuff. And yeah, then I'll have to kind of start again, which I'm excited about because I have a plan to build a base this time. So, you know, this place that I'm at, I didn't have any plan. I just wanted to find a building that I didn't hate, and I felt like I could kind of like, I don't know, just put my stuff down in, you know? I'll take you guys upstairs and I'll show you what I mean. I've just enclosed all this, so I'm just getting used to the space I kind of need to get up. But my whole bottom floor is useless. I haven't got parkour and I haven't got any ladders set up and stuff because I found that I keep getting green screamer hordes, like excessively. So I just walled off my entire bottom of my base. I've just put down my electric fence posts, which I've been fiddling with all night, mostly. But yeah, this is my base. So I've got kind of like a rooftop base with all my gardens and stuff, and my forge and stuff all up here. And then I've kind of like dug a little hole in the roof of this building. And this place was fun to clear out because zombies kept getting in on the bottom level, like glitching through the wall, and I couldn't figure out how. So I kept thinking I was safe, and I was not safe. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, I've got some of my workbenches and my storage and stuff in here. I normally like to have my storage benches like painted. I like to have them hidden so that they just look like the walls or doors and stuff like that. Let me turn on my light. I've only just got the electricity set up, so I haven't got to do too much with that, but I've got more workbenches and stuff in here. I've got like I got a bedroom with like a nice bathroom I'm renovating. We're working on it. And then we've got back in here, we've got like my kitchen and stuff, which did have a pathway here downstairs into the house, but I removed it when I put the electronics in because I didn't want to go downstairs anymore. I have no reason to go downstairs, but yeah, this is like my cooking setup, and it's normally really nice when it's all lit up. And I've got like the jack-o'-lanterns from Halloween and stuff I've still got here as a light source and stuff, so sometimes I can pick them up and move them around and whatnot. But yeah, really basic for me. And it's really just like the place itself. I've just made some wider doors and I've painted it a bit. I painted it this like white because it shows damage super easy. So like I passed some before, like over here, see? It's so easy to see that there's damage. And because I've got all the stuff up on my roof, this place takes a lot of structural damage and I'm repairing stuff often. Basically, this is not okay for my roof. And also, I see I missed a spot. I'll have to paint that later. Anyway. But yeah, I don't know. This place has just been kind of nice to just have somewhere to go and store my stuff, you know? And I've got like, I've been going into the wastelands to try to get like resources and crap, scrap cars. I was supposed to go scrapping cars tonight for radiators, but I took a lot longer with my electronics than I really thought I was going to, which is fine. I also got to craft a bunch of stuff, which I haven't had a chance to. And I've got my horde bases over here on top of the army base. It's literally just on top of a roof of a building. and the bottom of the building was mostly metal and cement. So it has two staircases walking up to it, and I just have a hole in my roof and I shoot from the top, or I sometimes go stand inside and I have a heap of like spikes and stuff in there. So yeah, it's basic, but it works, so I got no problem with it. They usually just steal a house and make it pretty. Yeah, I do that occasionally. So sometimes, a lot of the time these days, I play solo, right? But I used to play with a large group of about 7 people, and we'd have like 2 different kind of setups, right? We'd either kind of pull our gear together, and we would make a city hall, like a town center, and that's where all of our resources and stuff would be. And so, like, a couple of people go out scavenging. I don't know if this is going to electrocute me if I go across. No? Hold on a second. These 2 are connected. Why aren't you 2? Did I close them up without connecting? I might have closed them up without connecting them. That's okay. I have this for that. Anyway. Yeah, sometimes we end up with, like, a town center situation, and that's pretty fun. Other times we have our own bases and stuff. Like this particular run, I kind of knew I was going to be doing this mostly solo, so I was looking forward to being able to do some late game stuff for once, because it's been so long with all the different alpha releases and the experimental and stuff like that. It's been so long since I've had a chance to actually, you know, enjoy getting into the later game and trying to get some perks and just exploring for the sake of exploring and stuff like that. You know, it's been fun. I don't know which way that's connecting. And it's not on. Okay, so something happened here. But yeah, I'll be playing this a couple of times in April on Mondays. Because I don't have all my Mondays. I won't be streaming on my Mondays in April. Something's not connecting up there. I may have to fix this up. It could be a number of connections, which would be hilarious because I have like a limit of how far I can make this, which means I might have to bring this in even closer to the wall, which I can do. I can pick them all up and I can do that. I can make more of these electric fence posts, but my God, I don't know if I want to, but it's okay. At the moment, I've got a little spot here that's not safe. Worst case scenario is I can always run onto here and stand on top of one of these if I need to, because I keep getting green screamer hordes. I'm not even joking. I get like fucking 3 to 6 green screamers. Like I shouldn't be getting that many, but it's fine. Also, by the way, if you've raided in and you need to like get a drink, get some food and stuff, by all means go for it. I usually finish at 2. So I'm just about finished at the moment. I just want to mine out this row of concrete before I finish tonight. But yeah, my week is usually 7 Days to Die, RimWorld, a random game, which might be like an older game or whatever, and Diablo 2 Resurrected, and then Project Zomboid on Fridays. But this week's a bit different for me too, where I'm doing my monthly art stream on Wednesday. So I'll be drawing an emote on stream with some music and stuff, and then I'm taking a break on Thursday and Friday because my art streams usually go for like 10 hours. So yeah, I like it here. It's pretty chill. Thank you. This is generally pretty much what the atmosphere is. Like I'm relatively very chatty, and my community, you know, comes and goes and lurks and rests and whatever. Sometimes they're here and everybody's like, it's really talkative. Sometimes we're all just kind of chilling and I'm gasbagging about everything and nothing all at once. But yeah, I mean, Wednesday's the only day where it's going to be a little bit different because I don't talk as much when I do art, but I have the music for that, and it's totally okay if nobody's into my music. I like techno shit, so it also depends on which playlist I choose, because I change my playlist around for the fun of it, just because I can. But yeah, the same. So you like the techno stuff as well? Because I have like a couple of different playlists. You play Project Zomboid as well? Yeah, I do on Fridays. I'm still so new to it though. I was a Project Zomboid hater turned begrudging fan of it, because like I just didn't want to play it. for ages. I'm like, I don't know why. I kind of felt like if I was going to go up against zombies, I wanted them to be in my face and like this kind of thing, right? And I like building. Like a lot of what I like about 7 Days is building and stuff. And so, yeah, Project Zomboid didn't really super interest me, and I resisted it pretty hard for like at least a year or two. And then everybody was telling me about how, you know, there was all these realistic things and stuff like that, like, you know, I don't know, like the food and stuff like that. There's calories and there's like, you can't just run around endlessly and all sorts of stuff. And those weren't things that won me over, but it interests me. So like I gave it a crack. Yes, Sims for Zombies. That's what somebody else said too. And I'm like, I see. Because I'm like, I quite like building shit in The Sims and stuff. I'm like, I'm not the best person to my Sims, but like, I like the building functionality of the game and stuff. I've said before, I literally said earlier tonight, I'm like, if I could get a couple of my mods to stop fucking appearing on my Sims game, I would probably play Sims on stream. But I would probably be such a horrible fucking person about it that it would be such a goddamn contrast to everything else that I do in all my other games, because I'm generally so nice to everybody in my games. And so it would be like startling by contrast, because like when I play RimWorld is a game where it's basically war crime simulator, right? Like what war crime can you commit today? And I am very much not that kind of player. I literally have like hundreds of little people that I give a shit about and roughly know who's doing what and who's who and whatever. And like I try to take care of them and I try to make sure they're all happy with like nice rooms and shit. And everybody's like, you know, harvest the organs already. And I'm like, no. It's like, put them into slavery. No. Here, I will hydrate, Joel. Thank you. I still got my energy drink. I should have drunk this earlier. I legitimately forgot I poured out an energy drink earlier. That's fine. Thank you for that, Joel. But, it's a trap him in a pool. Yeah, no, it's more like, in Sims 3, for example, because I've got Sims 4, but like, I can't play it on stream. I used to quite like Sims 3 quite a lot, because like you could do like all the genetic crap and stuff like that, right? And like I'm not somebody that really likes kids or anything. I don't really like babies and stuff, so I'm not really a fan of when those are in games. But I did find that like the genetic aspect of being able to see like how many generations can you make, and like keeping wealth in the family, and like, you know, building on it and stuff like that. Like I have a game called, I think it's BitLife or something like that, that literally works off the same principle. It's kind of like, it's a super simple game where like you get a person, you try to give them a good life, and then like you try to like compound on that with the next person and stuff in their family and whatever. And that's kind of how it works with Sims for me. So I normally make like one or two like really okay original characters, and then I kind of like don't really give that much of a shit about like the next generations. But in Sims 3, I went a little bit excessive with it, and I was like, just how far can the generation gene pool show up for? So I literally just kept like one person as immortal, and I kind of like played down their genetic pool until like it was so far down that the original connections weren't there anymore, and like the family connections no longer mattered. And I'm like, oh no, I've gone too far. But then again, it's Sims, so it's probably not even far enough. But yeah, it's an interesting game that you can do that sort of stuff with it. But Project Zomboid, I'm so new. I'm so still new to it because I've been playing it since before Christmas, like right before Christmas. But I don't get to play it. I don't get to play it every single day, and I haven't got to play it every week. So I've only had about like 4 hours every week or every other week that I've been able to play it. Like for instance, this week I'm not streaming Friday, so I won't get to play Project Zomboid this week. But I'm getting to the point where I can keep my person alive for basically up to kind of like 3 streams, kind of. See ya, baby. Basically, to Project Zomboid, I'm still extremely new. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't have any mods on it. I don't really want to add any mods or play with any mods. I'm learning different ways of how to deal with things in the game because, for instance, I'm playing on 42, right? I'm on the unstable 42. And part of what I'm coming across is like, how do I put it? Like, for instance, there was a glitch where I couldn't sterilize bandages in a pot of water at the stove. If it was boiling hot, it wouldn't let me do it because glitch, right? So I had to figure out a different way to sterilize a bandage. And I found that like alcohol worked for that. And I think there's something else I can do with that as well and stuff. So like the problems that I'm encountering are actually not that bad because it's teaching me to play the game differently. And I don't mind that because like otherwise, like if I learn to play it one way, I'm just going to keep playing it that one way. And if it can't do that thing or they change it, I'm going to get stuck. So I kind of don't mind that it's sort of forcing that in a way. Let's say try 41. I've had a little bit of time on 41 because my partner wanted to play. And so I haven't played on stream as like multiplayer and stuff like that, but I have played like, I literally mean like only a couple of weekends for like a few hours a day kind of thing experience with the multiplayer and stuff. And it's interesting. It's different than 42. Some of the features are just different, which has been a little bit confusing. I might keep that on me because I still want to pull up all the concrete. No, I'm going over to the Horde base next. Give me that. Yeah, so like I don't have a lot of experience with that. Like it took us a while to figure out that we probably have to team up for the game to register that we're together in the game because I kept getting a warning, or not a warning, one of those like little Moodle things up here that was like, hey, your person's dejected and lonely and stuff like that because they haven't had human contact in like eons and stuff. And I'm like, I'm literally sitting on the floor across from my partner right now and we're both reading books in the game. I don't know how my person is like dying of loneliness right now. But yeah, apparently we had to team up and crap. We didn't know that, you know, so that took a bit, you know. I might just quickly make some ammo too because my paper should be ready. At least some of it's ready. But yeah, then at the moment, the game that I'm on at the moment is coming into winter and I'm running out of food and I've never experienced winter in the game. Plus, we also have, like, I'm in Australia, so I've never dealt with actual snow. So there's going to be, like, a little bit of a handicap there, too, with that, because I'm like, the fuck am I supposed to do? Obviously, I'll figure it out, or I'll die again. But, like, yeah, I know there's, like, disadvantages and stuff with that, you know. I find it a little bit funny. Can I only make one? Why? 1 buckshot? No. Paper, gunpowder. I got gunpowder, got that. Why is it only gonna let me make... Oh, there we go. Alright, it's alright. It's just sorting its shit out. Read a red book or a HOTS? What's a HOTS? I've just also, literally as of last week, discovered the magazines allow you to... No, not magazines. The catalogs let you see locations. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to... Hold on. Give me that. Yeah, the catalogs let you see locations of the map because I found one that said where the fire station was. It's in a whole nother fucking town. Like, my cars are out of fuel. I don't know how to read a generator yet. I read a generator book on, like, my 4th person, and I am on my 7th person, and I don't know how to use a generator. And until my 7th person, I couldn't get carpentry skills. Oh my fucking god, the carpentry skills. So the first 3 people, if they had like the TV or they had the books, we could get a little bit of carpentry stuff. But I had the power go off really, really early and I couldn't do anything about it. And yeah, my like 4, 5, and 6 couldn't get carpentry skills from disassembling things, and they had no carpentry skills to build and construct even a level freaking 1 something. So I was like running around town disassembling like chairs and tables and doors, and I was just destroying everything. I wasn't getting any materials at all, and I'm like, the hell is going on here? I should be getting at least like something. I need to take a little stack of that with me too, and a little bit of this just to repair my electric fence at the other place. Yeah, oh my god, I was so confused. I was so confused that I couldn't get any goddamn like XP for carpentry, and I kept doing all the things. Everybody kept giving me advice too. Everybody kept giving me great advice. It's just that, like, I didn't have an axe, and I got an axe on number 6, and then she went to cut a tree, and then she fucking died. So of course I didn't get skills on her. Spear's a good way to get that up from what I've learned. I don't know if I could make a spear. I'm not that like adept at like the crafting yet either. So I think I had a look at the things it lets you do and make and stuff, and I think I needed like a knife or something when I had that. I think it could make a stake. A stake might let me get XP, because I got a wooden handle, and I'm like, oh, I can make an axe from this piece of rock or flint or some shit, and I can put that with this handle and I can make an axe. And it's like, you can make a stake. I didn't read it, and I turned my wooden handle into a stake, and I'm like, this is useless. What am I supposed to do with this? Like, just basically threw that shit in the fireplace. I was so annoyed, because I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this like stub of piece of wood now? It's supposed to be an axe. I was supposed to go cut down a tree. Like, yeah, that was my 2 weeks ago, basically. But I'm getting a bit better with it at least. It's just like some of the shit is like ridiculous, you know. And some of it's ridiculous to me because I just don't know it yet. Like some of it I'm still figuring out. Speaking of, I need to make turret ammo. Hit me up with a box of turret ammo if I can. Yeah, one of those, and then hit me up with the rest with that. I want to leave my barbed wire here, but I don't have food, and it's basically almost Blood Moon Day, so I'll have to hop off so I can leave that for, pretty sure next Monday will be 7 Days to Die. I don't think I have anything interfering with next Monday, but yeah, and my April is kind of a little bit of a mess. So my regular schedule is generally 10 p.m. until 2 a.m. 5 days a week on weekdays and stuff like that. But I kind of have a lot going on in April, unfortunately. So I kind of, yeah, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more than that. Yeah, I'll miss a few streams in April. Plus I have a few like special events going on in my Discord and stuff like that. People unlocked from the Billathon event that I did in February and stuff. So there's a shit ton of stuff going on. But yeah, by all means, if you guys want to catch 7 Days to Die, it's Mondays. My Mondays are today. And if you guys want to catch Project Zomboid, it's usually Fridays. I think I gotta take that with me. That can go away. Alright, so I think I've got everything for Blood Moon. If I've got all my ammo, give or take. It looks like I've got all my things out of here. I've still got my chainsaw, which I'm thinking I'm gonna leave here. I've left my auger here. I think, yeah, I gotta put a paint in it or something. Oh, for fuck's sake. Another screamer. Let me load it up. Now, I should have a fence working on you. Where are you? Where? I have an electric fence. Why are you not going zap? Please tell me it's not because I put the, Please tell me it's not because I put the solid walls. Hold on. You go down for a second. I might actually just go for a lap back around here. Oh, you must have screamed. I didn't think she screamed, but okay. Yeah, no, she definitely screamed. Yeah, I see, I just keep getting fucking screamers all the time. Mate, no. Okay. I need to jump down in front of one of my electrical traps, just briefly, just to see if they're working. Because, actually, you know what it could be? It could be a battery issue. It could be the fact that I only have 5 engines in one. Yeah, I think they're all dead. This one here was not working. This one should be. It's not. This one, no. No. Interesting. I wonder, hold on a ticket. I see what it is. I see what it is. You guys took this in. Did I put my thing away? Fuck, I did. Okay, I need to connect this back to this one. That's what's happened. I must have disconnected it earlier when I had the auger out by accident. I probably changed the cable configuration. But, oh, you know what that means? Is I've got to dig back inside again because I sealed off downstairs. So I'm going to have to go through one of these windows, get inside, connect the cable up to this, to that one, and then get that one connected back to this one. And then that should give me the set. Because I think I had this one connected. Yeah. Okay. We'll see how that goes. I may have to put... Tell you what. Because they kind of work the way they're working, what if... No, if I connect it up... I'm just trying to, like, figure out because I was going to do, like... Oh, this one connects to that one, and this one connects to that one. And these ones would connect in between. But it has an issue with multiple sources of power coming through, which I think is why it's dumped it out. But that's okay. I can sort that out. I can sort that out next week. I'm going to have to... I know I'm on the ground, but I've got to go back up to grab the rest of my ammo that's currently being made, if it's been made. And then, yeah, next week will be Blood Moon. I don't want to let it tick over too long because I still got to be able to travel over and repair my Blood Moon base.